What is up, guys? Welcome back to another adventure. I am currently out here on the lake in my kayak, and I'm out here at one of my favorite little lakes. And guys, I have just been really needing a fishing trip like this for a while now. This lake is full of cypress trees, as you can see behind me. I'm currently sitting over here in a little shade line. We're out here, it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're gonna be just, running the bank, fishing these shade lines underneath these cypress trees, throwing buzz baits, throwing probably some soft plastic, some jigs. I really don't know. I've got only a few things for me on the boat, mainly topwater. But guys, I have been really missing the cypress tree bite. As most of y'all are aware, the lake that we live on is a beautiful, like, cypressy, swampy, grassy, flat, just beautiful, beautiful lake. And they recently drained it. It's drained basically just down to the old lakes and the channels, and the existing lake bed is just all grown up with grass and weeds like 6 foot tall. It's crazy. It's a crazy sight to see. And for the longest while, I've just been able to, to kind of cope with it just by fishing, different little spots within the lake. And it's been all right. But, recently it's just, I haven't been able to get out on that lake and fish cypress trees and just get out and just feel like, I'm immersed in nature. And I've been missing it. And this lake right here is about as close to that lake as I have. There's not really a lot of grass out here, but there is a ton of cypress trees. And that is what today's mission is all about. Fishing the cypress trees, trying to catch some big old bass. This lake has big ones. It's got Florida strains in it. I believe there's a 14, 15 pound bass in this lake. But I really love fishing out here this time of year. I love, even when the sun's out, when it's hot, because, the sun and these trees create these little shade lines, and it makes, a great ambush spot for these fish to hang out and sit in, but it also makes good visual targets for us to throw at and try to catch these fish. So we're going to get after it. We've got all afternoon to make something happen. Hopefully catch a big one. My personal best largemouth is a 7 pound, 14 ounce fish. And this is a lake where I feel like I could definitely break that PB at. So that's always the goal when we're fishing this lake, break PB, but really just to, get out here, enjoy nature, enjoy these cypress trees, and hopefully enjoy some big topwater blowups. I'm optimistic we're gonna get some. So anyways, if y'all are excited about all this, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel for more, and let's see what we can get into today. I'm excited. Let's go. Here we go, fish on, fish on. Oh my gosh, I can't even see him, he's big. He's big, I'm around the tree, I'm around the tree, I'm around the tree, I'm around the tree. He's big, he's big. He smashed it, we're good now. Oh yes, oh that's a big one. He's not hooked that good, he's not hooked that good. Yeah, that's how we start the day. Oh my gosh. That is how we start the day, baby. Barely hooked, buzz bait in his face. We've been fishing all of 5 minutes, and that is a stud muffin right there, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, what a crazy bite in a little tunnel within the cypress trees. He came out and smoked it, and I had to just winch him on out and around. Luckily, we were able to do so. That's a good fish. That's probably a 5 pounder. 5 pounder to get the day going. I forgot my measuring board. That's all right. Got a new scale. It's nothing much. I got it at Walmart. It's a pretty nice looking scale. It was only like 15 bucks. Okay, it says 4.66 pounds. A little over 4.5. I feel like he's a little bigger than that, but maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm wrong. Beautiful bass to get the party started. 4.66 pounds. Caught him on the buzz bait with the 6 cents Divine swim bait. The big one, the 4.4. That's probably my favorite thing to throw on the back of a buzz bait. And this guy gobbled it. I feel like that's bigger than 4.66. I feel like that's a 5. What do y'all think? I will give him 4.66. He's a little short. Just hefty. Okay, we're gonna send this fish back. Oh yeah, baby. There's like a bunch of shad out here splashing around. There's fish eating them. I think we're gonna catch them like pretty good today on Topwater. We're in a really good area. There's shad, like I said, there's shad butts and the fish are feeding on them. But you know, let's go, baby. Let's go. That's what we wanted. That's what we needed in our life, a cypress tree largemouth. There's some shad getting busted up in there. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, this is my favorite way, I think, to catch bass. Up in the cypress trees, throwing topwater, 6 cents divine swim bait on the back of that thing. Juicy. Can't go wrong with it late in the summertime. Okay, let's get after it. Let's catch some more. Another one. Oh. That was the very next cast. That wasn't nearly the same size caliber fish, but hey, very next cast, another little guy bit it. Let's do the thing. Let's catch a bacon. There we go. There's a bass. Stay here. Gotcha. Okay. Number 2 officially landed in the boat. Not a monster, probably just over a pound, probably. Not bad. Here in this nice little shady spot, we kind of lost our cloud cover, which is fine. It felt good with the clouds and a little bit of sprinkle. But now that we have the sun out, it creates, you know, these big shade pockets underneath these trees, and it's where the fish typically like to hang out this time of year. So hopefully we can keep running these shade spots and hopefully hit some more big ones along the way. It's all about covering water. And there's really not a better bait to cover water with than with the buzz bait, in my opinion, in this scenario. So, oh my gosh. Oh, it was a giant. Here we go. There we go, that's a big one. That's a big one. That's the right one right there. That's another one of them right ones right there, guys. Stay on there. Stay on there. He looks kind of weird. Stay on. Got him. Let's go. Look at that one right there, friends. This is another one to be close to 4 pounds. So I just swapped it up just a little bit. So I just missed a good one on the buzz bait, and I was using the bigger swim bait and I just missed. So I put a trailer hook on. The trailer hook wasn't really working with that swim bait, so I downsized to a 6th Sense bongo. Another one of my favorites to throw on the back of a buzz bait. It's a little bit smaller profile to when they come up and slurp it, they just can't miss it. It's still a big enough profile to lure in these bigger fish, so we're gonna try it for a little bit. This is the trailer hook I was using. It's kind of just a big hook, and it catches the appendages. It caught the paddle tail on this thing, and it will catch the appendages on that bongo crawl. But should be all right. If we miss any more, we might try to finagle with that trailer hook again. But I really like to go without it when I'm around all this cover because it does get a little bit snagged up. But let's figure out how much this fish weighs really quick. 380 pound bass, according to this scale. I feel like that's bigger than 380. But we'll trust the process. 380 on that one. Beautiful largemouth, probably 19.5 inches or so. Got to love it up here in a tiny little shade pocket underneath the cypress tree. We'll send this fish back. See ya, big dog. That was awesome. Oh, jump. Oh, man. Whew. Almost got a secondary jump. He throttled it. Again, I swapped it to the 6th Sense bongo. 6th Sense makes a lot of different baits that go well on the back of buzz baits, like the bongo, like the divine swim bait, and of course the stroker crawl. This is probably the next one in our rotation. Is that one actually runs pretty good with the trailer hook because it's just small enough and the claws are short. But yeah, really digging this buzz bait with the bongo. That was our second good one. We caught 3 so far. It's only, what time is it, 3:30? It gets dark at 8. We have 4.5 hours to like really mess them up. I mean, I like our odds today, guys. There's a chance we could catch a monster. Oh my. Oh no. Guys, let's miss the giant. It was a big old splash. I don't know how big the fish was, but it looked rather nice. Got you. Oh! Oh, he came off. That was crazy. He bit right next to the kayak. That was crazy. Hopefully y'all saw that jump. It was another like 4-pounder. Man, I missed my last two. I'm gonna ride this buzzbait for like at least one more bite, and I'll probably swap it. This hook is just a little sketch, but I like this buzzbait a lot. It makes a great sound. I've got more buzzbaits that I should definitely work, but I'm gonna have to like file this hook up when I get home. Hit right in front of the kayak. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's a big one. Right underneath me. Right underneath me. Stay on. Stay on. His lips all jacked, but there wasn't a whole lot to grab onto. Guys, what's absolutely crazy about that is I was literally going to change my buzzbait as soon as I pulled it in, and I still might, because it's getting on my nerves right now. Oh my gosh. Got him. Got him. That's another good one. High 3. But guys, look at this jacked up lip. Y'all see that? He has been caught a time or two, it looks like. Still fat, still pretty. Put on a good fight. I mean, right underneath the kayak. That's why you can't give up on your cast. You gotta work that thing all the way back into the kayak every time, because I've had so many times where I've had big one short strike it right at the boat and I missed him just because I wasn't, really anticipating it. 346. It's a 3.5 pounder. Solid fish for sure. We'll take it. Beauty. We've missed a couple of good ones, we've caught a few good ones. We'll take that. Okay, let's send him back. What a vicious strike. That was insane. He's biting me. He's ready to go. Whew. Heck yeah. Even though I just caught that fish, I think I am going to swap to a different buzzbait. I really want to throw a swim bait on this thing. It tracks, a lot better and not have to worry about the tails getting caught up in the hook. I have some buzzbaits where these claws don't get jacked up in the hook as much, but for whatever reason, this particular buzzbait, the claws are getting caught in the hook like every cast, and I've experimented with shortening the bait and different placements where the hook comes out of it, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just getting on my nerves because it's like 1 in 5 casts the bait will get jacked up. So it's really 20% of the time getting jacked up, and then of course the tip of the hook is just a little bit janky, like it doesn't really feel that sharp. So we might end up having to actually retire that buzzbait altogether. But the good news here is I have the exact same bait right here. This is the same buzzbait, except for it doesn't have a head. It just has a little keeper deal. And I guess we're gonna experiment with the old stroker crawl now. Okay, that looks good. Everything's tracking straight, everything sounds good. Oh yeah, that hook is way sharper. Got a silver blade now instead of a gold blade, but it shouldn't matter too much. There we go. There we go. I didn't know that was gonna work that fast. That's a good one. That's a good one. Huh. Literally first cast with a chatterbait. Literally first cast with a chatterbait. Are you kidding me? That's pretty crazy, man. It's not chatterbait conditions at all. I just wanted to try something different out here on these trees. That's awesome. Another like 3-pounder. Heck yeah. Get a little quick weight on him. Trying to keep tabs of our best 5. 302, 3 pounds even. First cast of the chatterbait. He thumped it. That's the first tree right here in this little area. So we're definitely going to be probing the rest of these trees with a chatterbait to see if we can get some more. Heck yeah, 3-pounder. That was tight. It's been a minute since I caught one on a chatterbait, to be honest. Usually the bait that I catch the most fish on throughout the course of a year. But with them, you know, draining the lake in my place, which is a very chatterbaity lake, I just haven't thrown it very much. That guy did it to him. Did him dirty. I got one. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. That's a big one. Oh my gosh, that's a big one. I got it. What just happened? Oh my gosh. I felt the bite. I thought I missed him. And he was just swimming right at me. Holy crap. Guys, look at this one. Can you say chatterdonk? Right there. Are you kidding me? Biggest of the day. That has to be 5 pounds. And that chatterbait, yeah, it's gone. Man, what are the odds we're catching them on chatterbait right now? This is not prime chatterbait conditions, but it kind of just goes to show you can't always just fish the conditions. Like, really, I mean, throwing a buzzbait underneath these trees in the shade is what I would think would be good. Or throwing, like, you know, flipping a plastic creature bait, and it probably would have worked, but we like the chatterbaits here. And yeah, this fish loved the chatterbait. What a stud. Big old boy. 5.08. First 5-pounder of the day. We'll take it. Even though I think our first fish is, I mean, the first fish is a little bit smaller than this one. But yeah, that's awesome right there, guys. 5.08. It's 4:30. I mean, not even prime time, I would say, to be catching fish. Heck yeah, guys. We're going to send this fish back. And we are going to keep on chatterbaiting our way through these trees. Oh, he's biting me. Yeah. I love it when the fish bites it and runs so fast at you that you think that you don't have anything. Because normally, those always end up being the bigger fish. And, well, that proved to be true just then. Biggest of the day thus far on a chatterbait. Chatterbait. Hey, I don't care what we catch a 7-pounder on today. I don't care if it's a buzzbait. I don't care if it's a chatterbait. I don't care what it is. Next, we got a 5. We got a big 4. We got a little 4. 3.5 and like a 3, right? Is that what we have? I think we had something like that. Got him. Oh, he came on. Oh, he's still jumping. What the heck? Either this tree or that set of trees, I think I'm gonna get a bite. Based on where I've gotten bites recently. Oh, I'm in the water. Nope. That's okay. Means it's on this tree. There we go. I knew there'd be one there. It feels big. Here's another big one. I haven't even seen his head. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's go. I don't know if y'all could tell what I was doing just then, but I'm working the chatterbait more like a jig, and I actually have some jigs in my box I think I'm gonna rig up. I have a frog on a pole, and I think I'm gonna take that frog up and put on a jig, just so we can kind of skip it underneath the trees. That's why I had the frog tied on, so I could skip it. But I mean, I could just work this chatterbait like a jig, and I could swim it out. That's another donk. Look at that. He's got to be 4. He's got a big old head. 368. 368. Now let me evaluate you. Are you a 368? I guess you're a 368. Do you think it's a 368? I think he's closer to 4. I think I have to get me a new scale. This is a brand new scale, but I feel like it's weighing a little light. And I mean, it could be dead on, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we can put all of our hope and trust in a $14 scale. We'll see. We might shell out some cash and buy the $200 scale, just so everybody really knows what we're catching. But that's a nice one, regardless of if it's 3 pounds or 4 pounds. That is a thick boy with a jacked up tail. Look at his tail. We're gonna send it back. Heck yeah. Well, I initially just wanted to throw topwater the whole time, but you know, the next best thing catching them on topwater is a big swim bait. And the next best thing after that is a chatterbait. So yeah, but literally I was just working it, just kind of hopping it right next to the base of the tree like a jig. So do we need to put on a jig? I don't know. We could probably just get by with this thing. Hey, there's a little one. There we go. First one back on the buzzbait train since we got on that little chatterbait flurry. I've missed 2 or 3 on the buzzbait. Missed a good one, but we're back on the board, little guy. Not too bad. I swapped back up to the 4.4 Divine Swim Bait. Just because the little pinchers were just getting caught up in every buzzbait I was throwing for some reason today. And I just like the big profile of this thing on this lake. All right, well, we are back here at the boat ramp wrapping things up. I just spent like the last 2 hours not getting any bites at all, which is crazy because I was expecting for the bite to get better as the afternoon progressed, but that just simply was not the case today. I literally have not had a bite in 2 hours, and it could be like location issues, like where I started at and where I went originally. It's kind of the juice, it's kind of where I usually do the best, but normally when I go back that way, I run into a few fish, but just didn't happen. But that's okay. Had a lot of fun, got what I needed out of today's trip to catch some bass on topwater and on chatterbaits here amongst all of the cypress trees. I'm already looking forward to getting back out here, maybe going to another lake with some more cypress trees, maybe messing around on the home lake if we can get out there somehow. But yeah, just overall really good trip. Caught some really quality fish. I guess our best 5 was like, I don't know, I need to add it up, like 18 to 20 pounds, something like that. We definitely had an opportunity to really increase that. I missed like 4 or 5 really good fish. Normally I don't miss that many on buzzbaits and stuff out here, but you know, sometimes that's just how it goes. That first one I was throwing kind of had a janky hook and I was hooking them kind of weird places, but you know, you'll have that whenever you're throwing a crazy little topwater bait. But definitely gives us incentive to come back out here again to try to get a little redemption on those fish that we lost. But overall, like I said, had a phenomenal afternoon. It was quick and dirty. And we'll be back out here again real soon. But real quick before I go, be sure to check out 6 Cents Fishing. I caught pretty much everything today on either the buzzbait or the chatterbait. On the buzzbait, I was throwing an assortment of different trailers from 6 Cents Fishing, the Divine Swim Bait, the bongo, the whale, the stroker craw, and then I was using a stroker craw on the back of the old jackhammer. And I was also using the same exact rod for both these setups. It's a 7'3" heavy, moderate fast action ESP series rod. It's definitely my favorite rod in the lineup. It's a very versatile fishing rod, as y'all can tell. I've got 2 completely different baits on here, and it performed flawless as always. So be sure to check them out. Link in the description. Links to everything else that we normally use on our day-to-day fishing adventures are also linked down there. If you shop from those links, it helps greatly support the channel, so we definitely appreciate the support. But with that, I'm gonna load this kayak up, get out of here, get back to the fam. If y'all enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye guys.